book of Luke tells us from the beginning that it'll tell us more clearly about Jesus. Luke tells us that he'll talk about Jesus in order, and he begins the book by talking about John the Baptist. This means that knowing about John the Baptist is needed in the beginning in order to understand Jesus' stories. Luke talks about a priest named Zechariah and his wife Elizabeth. They were righteous in the sight of God, observing all the Lord's commands and decrees blamelessly, but they were childless because they were very old. When we hear stories like this in the Bible, we are filled with expectations for what will happen to these characters. What do you think happened to Zechariah and Elizabeth? Once, when Zechariah's division was on duty and he was serving as priest before God, something that completely surprised him happened. Zechariah was burning incense to God, and an angel of the Lord appeared to him, standing at the right side of the altar of incense. He said to him, "Do not be afraid, Zechariah. Your prayer has been heard. Your wife Elizabeth will bear you a son, and you are to call him John. He will be a joy and delight to you, and many will rejoice because of his birth. He will bring back many of the people of Israel to the Lord their God to make ready a people prepared for the Lord." Zechariah said to the angel, "I'm an old man, and my wife is well along in years." The angel answered, "You don't believe me? Then I'll show you a proof. And now you will be silent and not able to speak until the day of this happens, because you did not believe my words, which will come true at their appointed time." After that day, Zechariah couldn't speak. People in the temple just figured that something amazing had happened to Zechariah. After that, everything the angel said really happened. Zechariah's wife Elizabeth became pregnant, and they had a son. At that time, people in Israel chose a name from someone in the family and named the newborn child. But Elizabeth said that her son must be named John, which is a name that's not in their family. People told Elizabeth that she couldn't name him John and that he must be named Zechariah after his father. So she asked Zechariah, who couldn't speak, and Zechariah asked for a slate and wrote down the name of the newborn baby, John. And miraculously, just then, Zechariah's lips were opened and he began to speak. After that, Zechariah, Elizabeth, and John became a family that received the expectations of the people of Israel. When John grew up, he introduced himself to people, saying, "I am he who prepares the way of the Lord." Everyone, we have now begun to prepare for Christmas. We are preparing for Jesus' birth in various ways. Just as John the Baptist prepared the way of the Lord, we also must bring our hearts and minds together to prepare for the coming of baby Jesus, so that his birthday is even more meaningful and joyful to everyone on earth.